What is the difference between a disaster and a hazard? Disaster is a serious disruption of the functioning of a community causing widespread human, material, economic, and environmental losses which exceed the ability of the affected community to cope up using their own resources. While hazard is a dangerous phenomenon that has potential to cause harm, damages to lives, properties, and our environment. Given this, we can deduce that the community's continuous exposure to hazard, both natural and human-induced, can cause the occurrence of a disaster. Speaking of two types of hazard, natural hazard are natural phenomena that pose threats or cause negative impacts to people and property, like typhoons, storm surge, flood or flash flood, earthquake, tsunamis, which is the result of the movement of a trench in the seafloor, volcanic eruptions that involves lahar flows, landslide that is either induced by heavy rainfall and earthquakes, drought. Human-made or induced hazard is simply hazards brought by human negligent interactions. It includes civil conflicts, environmental degradation and pollution, industrial technological hazards like leakage of toxic waste, oil spill, fish kills, nuclear gaseous, chemical contaminations, famine, drought, fires, and flood. Moving on, in terms of vulnerability, it is a set of prevailing or consequential conditions which adversely affect the community's ability to prevent, mitigate, and prepare for hazardous events. Here are some factors that makes communities vulnerable: poverty, population explosion, lack of skills in social services, fragile community, and a weak economy. Specifically, the most vulnerable sectors in our society are the communities that has low coping capacity in withstanding the damaging and adverse effects of disasters, and the so-called abused sector of the society, the farmers, the urban poor, laborers, indigenous people, persons with disability or